Good morning and welcome to your Wallops weather briefing. Well, we've got very chilly conditions out there this morning with those temperatures only in the upper 30s to low 40s across the region, and we're seeing those wind chill values down in the 20s as those winds are quite gusty with some peak wind gusts this morning around 35 to 40 miles per hour here at Wallops. Looking at the conditions yesterday across the region, we saw pretty cool conditions throughout, with high temperatures only reaching into the upper 40s. For many locations, we hit 49 degrees here at Wallops, and we saw those low temperatures dip into 30s last night, with windy conditions making it feel even colder than that. 30 degrees at Richmond and Langley Air Force Base. They were the coldest reporting stations throughout the region. 37 degrees, the overnight low temperature here at Wallops. Over the last 24 hours, no measurable precipitation, and as of 9 a.m. you can see those temperatures barely moving. Only 38 degrees here at Wallops under partly cloudy skies. Looking at our sounding information from this morning's balloon release, the freezing level right at 1,000 feet, and our winds generally out of a northwest direction from the low levels of the atmosphere all the way up to 25,000 feet. Pretty uniform winds, as you can see. Winds out of the northwest at 26 knots at the 1,000-foot level, and at the 25,000 foot level still keeping that northwesterly component, those winds at 32 knots. Looking at our radar satellite composite, you can see no precipitation showing up on the radar whatsoever in our region this morning. High pressure building in to the area, and we're seeing those clouds that were around early this morning quickly decrease across the eastern seaboard here. You can see the clouds moving off the coast, and we are going to remain mostly sunny throughout most of the day today, with very little cloudiness in store for us, and those gusty west and northwest winds continuing throughout the day today, with those peak winds possibly up to around 40 miles per hour as we go through the remainder of the day. Looking at our current surface analysis, you can see the isobars tightly compacted here across the eastern seaboard, with the tight pressure gradient providing us with the strong northwesterly flow. Cold air advection really moving into the area this morning, and we are going to see those temperatures again struggle to rise much at all today, only maxing out in the low to mid 40s. Looking at our forecast maps for the next couple of days, you can see that high pressure beginning to build a little closer to our region by later on tonight. That will weaken that pressure gradient and will cause our winds to slightly decrease as we go into the evening hours, but still pretty breezy as we go into the overnight hours tonight, with dry conditions, clear skies expected on into Thursday morning, and we'll see high pressure in control of our weather on Thursday. Slightly warmer conditions with those winds relaxing just a bit on Thursday. Could still see some gusty winds for the first part of the day on Thursday, but nothing anywhere close to what we'll have today with those strong northwest winds at around 40 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be more like 25 miles per hour for our peak winds throughout the day. So as we go into Thursday evening and into the end of this week, you can see dry conditions expected to continue, and our next threat for rain will likely not come until late Friday evening, as we see a little bit of a moisture surge here. The chances are going to be pretty slim for any kind of precipitation, but could see a little impulse move through the region Friday evening that could give us a sprinkle or a light rain shower or two, but for the most part your Friday forecast will remain dry. So for the next 24 hours, we're going to see dry conditions continuing with those windy conditions as well. Wind advisory is currently posted here, and we are going to continue to see that wind advisory throughout the remainder of the day, with those winds well in excess of 25 knots, seeing the peak winds gusting up to around 35 knots as we go into the afternoon. So could see winds a little stronger, even more than what we are seeing currently, with those winds possibly about 5 miles per hour higher than what we've currently maxed out at this morning. As we go into the evening hours, partly cloudy skies, breezy conditions continuing with that overnight low temperature of 30 degrees. Looking at our terminal forecasts, really nothing to be concerned about there as far as any kind of ceilings. We'll be seeing VFR conditions continuing for the next 24 hours right on into Thursday, as we'll see partly cloudy, cool and breezy conditions for your Thursday with a high of 47. Thursday night, expecting partly cloudy and chilly conditions. We'll see a warmer air mass begin to move into our area by Friday, but for Thursday night, that first part of the evening and overnight hours will likely be the coldest, as we'll see some clouds moving in for the early morning portions of Friday. So looking at a low of 31 for Thursday night, and that actually may occur during the evening hours before midnight, before those clouds begin to move into the area. Friday, expecting mostly cloudy and warmer conditions. Again, a slight chance of a late rain shower or sprinkle, primarily during the evening hours. We'll look for a daytime high of 51 degrees on Friday. So for the next 7 days, looking at dry weather to continue throughout the first half of Friday. Those clouds moving in on Friday, again, could see a slight chance of some precipitation by Friday evening. And then for Saturday, looking at primarily dry weather for most of the day on Saturday, but could see some shower activity during the later portion of the day on Saturday and the Saturday evening. A better chance Saturday evening than what we'll see Friday evening. These chances for Friday look pretty limited, only about 20% chance of precipitation for Friday night. And then for Saturday, seeing a little bit of an increase in your chances for Saturday night into Sunday morning. Then we'll see those showers begin to move off the coast, and we'll see sunny conditions and pretty warm conditions expected as well for Sunday, looking at daytime high temperature all the way up to 67 degrees by the time Sunday afternoon rolls around. So that'll definitely be the nicest part of our weekend as we go into the later portion of the day on Sunday, with those showers giving way to sunshine during the afternoon and those warm temperatures as well. For the beginning of next week, looking for mostly cloudy skies on Monday and Tuesday, and then our threat for some more precipitation as our next system moves toward the mid-Atlantic coast in the form of an area of low pressure, potentially giving us a few showers by late Tuesday into Wednesday. But I'll wrap it up for today's weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow morning at 8:15 and at 10 a.m. Have a nice day.